Well, we are 1 week after surgery, healing up pretty good there. I get stitches out, or staples out in a few days. Feeling really good. I'm up on a mountain today, just above my home. There's a little 5-minute drive to a Tunnel Creek trailhead up in the grasslands here. Just summited this small little mountain. I'm not exactly sure what my altitude is. I'm gonna guess it's around 6,000 or 7,000 up here, but feeling really good. I'll show you the valley down here. Great Salt Lake out in the distance, and sun going down over the west mountain range. I saw a guy on the trail the other day. He had a shirt on that said Wasatch Front, and then as he passed me, I looked at the back of his shirt that said Wasatch Back. That's pretty cool. There's my girl Lady. She came up with me today. Hey baby, she's having a fun time being off the leash. So I'll keep talking as I'm walking down here. Too bad. Up here there's these ridges for avalanche concern. They've got these man-made ridges. I was trying to figure out what they were, if they're like the Mima Mounds or something, the Indians, but they're actually man-made ridges to hold the snow on the mountain when it starts packing up, compounding. Right around now we've had 2 or 3 snow dumps up here already, just melted out, but you can see in the distance there, the powdering over there. It's just melting out from a few days ago. So this time with the DBS surgery, deep brain stimulation I call it, they last time they made me wait a month before they turned it on, and this time my doctor said, well, you already know what's going on, you healed pretty good. I never took any pain meds at all, no oxy, not even Tylenol. For some reason my head never hurts. I get these surgeries, and I guess it's probably because I don't have anything up there to worry about. Lady, oh baby. But he turned on a little bit of stimulation, a little bit of electricity, just a tiny bit. I'll probably see it's a 0.1 or 0.2 out of 2.0, so 1 or 2 out of 20. My other side's at 0.8, which seems to be a sweet spot for me, and this one's on tiny bit. My first 48 hours I felt like Limitless, that movie. I felt like incredible. I got up at 3 a.m. and stayed up all day and got more work done I'd done in like a couple of 2 or 3 days, maybe a week. So productive, and just felt incredible. And contrast that with what I was like, steep here, a little muddy. Contrast that what I was like that last week, where I was literally, when I was on, I felt great. When I was off, I was walking from post to post, from wall to wall in my house, reaching out and tipping into the post before falling. You know, I start tipping and I'm either going to run it out because my feet get stuck on the bottom, or I'm going to fall. Usually I run it out. Sometimes I trip over things and fall, and I haven't hurt myself too bad so far, but there's definitely a lot of potential for that, and there's a lot of for fall, even out in public. I took a dive at the Pike's Place Market the other day. My family there, could not catch myself in time, and a couple dives in the house. But lately, it's been so much better. After the first 48 hours, it settled in a little bit, and I've been a little bit more symptomatic, but all in all, I feel great. Symptoms are restless leg syndrome, which is where your legs clench. For me, this is how it works anyway. They clench like I'm doing a leg press, and they don't unclench. And I could be sitting there working for an hour, 2 hours with my legs locked. And if I wasn't used to it, I'd be exhausted. I just couldn't get anything done. But since I'm used to it, it's like planking and working, and you just get used to it after a while. And it requires a lot of calories. I got to eat a lot to keep up with the amount of calories I burn. My wife checking on me. So definitely see some incredible benefits from that. Not as much restless leg. I didn't have any the first 48 hours, and then I started getting some today and yesterday, but definitely way less, way more productive, getting lots more done. I have this thing where I get up in the middle of the night, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning, work several hours. Sometimes I just stay up at that point, but usually I go back to bed for a couple hours. But usually get about 5-6 hours of sleep a night, and it seems to be about right for me. I've never gotten much more than that my whole life. Every once in a while I get 7 hours. If I stay in bed past 7 hours, I get bed sores. Cannot lay that long, I get sore. Anyway, I'm very happy with it, and anybody's considering DBS, I would certainly consider it. It's a lot of people are saying it's something you reserve for later in your symptoms when you start getting really bad, but the new research is telling us that it's better to get it earlier, because with Parkinson's, you want to stop it in its tracks and then try to reverse it. The things I found that have reversed it the most is really good nutrition. I eat pretty much right now a ketogenic diet. I go for phases where I'm pretty strict, and then I break off for a week or two, just do low carb. But that seems to be really good for me, and I concentrate on just really solid, dense nutrition where you're getting really good, solid nutrients, minimal calories, maximum nutrition. A lot of live cultures and things like live active cultures like sauerkraut, and yogurt and things like that are really good for Parkinson's. Exercise, constantly doing exercise, and with Parkinson's, it's not about it doesn't affect you physically as far as your functionality of your body. It's neurological, so it affects coordination. It affects your ability to do certain things, with your coordination, with your balance, with your, it really attacks, like I said, restless leg. It locks up your legs sometimes, but it doesn't hurt you to do hard things like climbing, like biking, you could do really hard workouts. You could do boot camp type workouts if you were so inclined. It does attack your energy levels. So if I did a boot camp workout, it'd probably take me out for the rest of the day. So I don't do a lot of that kind of thing. I just try to keep a steady system going, biking and climbing. But I haven't been doing any dangerous climbing, just hiking, climbing. I like to go vertical, up instead of flat. And I do better going up and downs rather than flat. Flat's where I get in trouble with my Parkinson's. So that's where I trip. When I'm going up and down stairs, I have no problems. So nutrition, solid exercise, and emotional health. I think that I've done so much better just in my current relationship, my current family situation. I'm just so much better because of the people I associate with and the people I'm around. My wife is such a strength to me and such a comfort to me, and she gets it. She gets the challenges and very, very supportive in every way. I love her for that. And I've never really reached out to my Parkinson's community. I'm probably going to start doing that, not for me, but for them. I really don't feel still that I'm particularly the type of person that needs a lot of that, but I think there's a lot of people out there that could benefit from what I've learned, and I do want to be supportive. I don't want to isolate myself, and which I have done quite a bit in the last few years. I've been very isolated with COVID and just with my personal situation and my Parkinson's and different things I'm going through. But I'm coming out of that and being very much more vocal about it, and hopefully going to help some people out with what they need. So I'm happy to speak with anybody who's going through it right now, is looking at DBS, is looking at different therapies and different medications. Also dialing in your medication is critical, getting the right stuff and getting off some of it, like trying to get to the point where the idea is getting to the point where you're at the least amount of medication to make the difference. If you go too much, you get things like dystonia, and you get locked up, you get your muscles locked up, you get the shakes, dyskinesia, and you can kind of look up those symptoms, see what those do. They're not good, and those can be caused from over-medicating, so you want to do a little bit, just get up to the point where it's the maximum effect and no more. Right now I'm on carbidopa, levodopa tablets every 3 hours. Take 3 tablets. I think they're 25 over 100 milligram, something like that. And then I do the Nupro patch. It's a patch, and I got off of it for a while, and I'll tell you, it made a difference in my emotional state and in my physical energy. Something about Nupro, it was costing me $1,000 a month for years. I still did it because it was so beneficial. I got up to 8 milligram patches, and I finally got back down to 4 with my first implant. Still on 4. I might wean off a little bit, but it helps with my emotional health. I feel much better emotionally, and I feel much better with my energy level. I think the reason my emotional level went down is because my energy level was so low that I wasn't getting anything done. And for somebody like me who's just super like I'm oriented towards achievement and doing and working. I love to work. I love what I do. Marketing. When you're not working, you're sad. It's very, very discouraging. And when you're not climbing and hiking, you're sad. And so just getting my energy level back so that I could get my work going and feel better emotionally was amazing. So that Nupro patch made a difference. It also makes a difference to exercise every day. When I'm biking and climbing every day, I feel way better, so much better. And I would recommend, if you're not doing any of that, if you're sedentary with Parkinson's, it's going to take you really fast. So make sure that you're getting active, even if it's just walking. Do a lot of walking, and you'll do so much better. Anyway, that's my report for now. I've probably forgotten a few things. Losing a little bit of my speech. You can tell I kind of sound like I'm a little congested or a little like coming off a cold. That's just how I am now. I kind of lost a little bit of my voice. That's something that can progress with the symptoms over time. You start losing the volume, and so in therapy that tell you to just speak louder and enunciate. And I'm getting less enunciation, less inflection, less volume. But maybe I'll get a headset and some speakers. I'm very hopeful though that with the DBS surgery and when they turn on the full power of the left side of my body next month, I really feel that my symptoms are going to improve tremendously. And they say that it'll buy you about 7 years of good results on average. That's good for me because I really feel like Michael J. and some of the others are getting close to finding some really great solutions and results for us. And who knows, there might be a cure by then. Praying for it. And there's nothing like having something like Parkinson's where it really takes away a lot of your life. It takes away your energy levels and your vitality and it can cause depression. It can cause a lot of different things. But when you feel normal again, it's just incredible. It feels like what the resurrection is going to feel like when you have a perfect body. I mean, I just can't imagine what it's going to be like to be in a perfect body after going through this. It's not a joyride. And I feel deeply for anybody going through anything like this. I know people are going through MS and different things that are actually in some cases worse than what I'm going through. I'm actually feel blessed to have Parkinson's. I mean, we're all going to get something probably, but I sure hope it's not some of these other things I see my friends and family and people getting. I'm very, very, very blessed in my life and can't thank my Heavenly Father enough for what I've given the life that I've had with my children and my wife and my family and my business, all the friends and interactions that I've had in my life. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your prayers. So many people that have been supportive of me and my family and really appreciate you. Love you so much. So thank you. Thank you for that. God bless y'all.